When Labour Party does Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin. Labour Party. Thank you. Let us be seated. The state chairman of our great party, the state coordinator, Edo State Presidential Campaign Council, all other members of the State Working Committee, acknowledge the presence of other PCC members here present, acknowledge the presence of our distinguished leaders of the party. Very visible among them is Comrade Abure and our own ultimate equal, and all other leaders. I can see Comrade Mafidon, I can see Comrade Edemile, and I can see the man I call young director, Comrade Obefu, are all here. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the various support groups, leaders of support groups present here. I want to acknowledge the candidates of the party, senatorial candidates, House of Rep and House of Assembly candidates here present. I want to acknowledge my friends who are part of my entourage. I want to acknowledge Comrade Mazi, who came all the way from UK because of this event. I also want to acknowledge Comrade Daniel Eluma, who is also a joint convener of Peter Obi Support Network. He also came from UK because of this event. Our own sister is also part of my entourage, Terela Momodu, who is from Edo State. Is also a member of my entourage. We all came from Abuja together. I want to acknowledge the local government chairmen of our party who are present here today. I want to acknowledge some other leaders, Lord chairmen who are also present. I want to specially acknowledge our women. They say no women, no woman, no military. Therefore, I acknowledge them. I want to acknowledge the presence of the press here present today. Ladies and gentlemen, I decided that we need to have this get together to appreciate and thank you for a wonderful outing that we had last week. The enemies of our people, the enemies of democracy, those who have benefited from our struggles, those who are beneficiaries of democracy, who are determined to suppress the very process that brought them to power. They worked tirelessly to destroy the rally. They never wanted the rally to succeed. And they know fully well that I am from these states. They blocked us from all angles. We requested for the stadium. They refused to give us the use of the stadium, and they went ahead to block us in using other venues. When it was very likely that they were not going to give us the stadium, we approach the museum grounds, and they went behind us to block us from using the museum. We went to UBTH grounds. They went behind us to block us from using UBTH grounds. We equally made approaches to Unibank Sports Complex. They equally went there to block us. The Baptist Convention gave us their hall and their grounds. And today, it became the most successful, the most groundbreaking, the most talked about rally in the history of the country. The truth of the matter is that after that rally, all those leaders of our party in the campaign council that used to sit in Abuja have all been driven to their localities to go and work.
There's no new city there.
Each time I'm in Benin on weekends to come and do some consultation, to do some discussion, they will say Abure has run to Benin again to see the family. But after last week events, they have driven all of them away from Abuja to their locality. Quite frankly, I didn't achieve that feat alone. It is as a result of your collective efforts. It's as a result of your support, your passion. It's as a result of your commitment to the struggle to liberate the country. And so, having attained that feat, I felt it is incumbent on me, it is most appropriate for me to bring all of you together for this festivity today. I therefore want to profusely appreciate our candidates who contributed in no small way in ensuring the success of that occasion. I want to appreciate the State Working Committee who worked very, very hard to ensure the success of that event. I also want to appreciate the leaders of our party who also contributed in no small measure in ensuring that we had that success that we had that day. Above all, I must appreciate our support groups who are on top of the game. I've said it before, and I have no fear in saying it again, that the very heart of this our movement, the very basis of this our struggle, lies with the effort of the support group. I therefore want to really appreciate the efforts of the support group. We've actually not had money to give them, but they have kept the fire burning. There is no gainsaying the fact that for us in Edo State, we are determined to take back our country. For us in Edo State, we are ready to put an end to bad leadership, clueless leadership, leadership that are selfish, leadership that are self-centered, leadership that are greedy, leaders that know themselves alone. For us in Edo State, we are ready to put an end to it. I have said this before and I will repeat. If you have a product, if you go to the market to buy a product, And unfortunately, when you get home, you discover that it's a bad product. What will you do with the product? You throw the product away. We bought product of PDP. We purged our belly. We decided to change it. We brought APC. APC took us from fry pan to fire. Today, what we have in the country is insecurity, is hunger, is poverty, is unemployment. Name it. The food, when we use our hand buy, don't be purge belly. And so it is only proper that such products that is giving us only stomach and trouble, we should change it and throw it away. But the replacement of those two products is our own party, Labour Party. Now the society has a way of ending an era and beginning another era. And I'm sure that by now, those who are seeing the handwriting on the wall would have seen that it is the end of one era and the beginning of another era. But I want to congratulate you as being part of those that the society has deemed fit to use as the agent of change. I congratulate you as part of those that society have picked to become the leaders, the new leaders that will change the political narratives of our country, that will change the mystery of suffering, of poverty, of unemployment in the land. I congratulate you in advance for that opportunity. Today, without sounding immodest, I want to say clearly that Labour Party candidates, or that Labour Party today has the best of candidates. Labour Party candidates are the best of candidates. I'm sure that you were shocked when the introduction of candidates were going on. You saw that those we are parading are those with very, very rich certificates. They are not those whose certificates are under controversy. They are not those where there are suspicion as to whether they really went to school or not. Today we parade engineers, we parade doctors, we parade professionals as the candidate of our party in the district. We parade those who have character, who have dignity, who have precedence, who have the pedigree to represent us from Edo State, and they are here. Above all, among the committee of our presidential candidates today, that of the Labour Party is the best. Correct. Peter Obi stands out when he is put on the scale with all other presidential candidates. I want to therefore appeal to you that we have done so well in the rally. It has become the talk of the country that the Edo State rally was the best. But I want to say clearly that if we are unable to translate this into victory come 28th of February next year, then all our efforts, all the standing, all the rallies would have amounted to nothing. And therefore there is so much to be done. They say to whom much is given, much is expected. And that's why I decided today that we must have this engagement I must come here as the national chairman of the party to appreciate you for the beautiful work you have done, and to also urge you that it is not over, not until it is over. Our joy will be full, like the Bible will say, our joy will be full if we are able to win and deliver Edo State to Labour Party next year. And our joy will be fuller if all our candidates were able to deliver all our candidates next year, and above all, we are able to win presidency next year. It is then we can say we have won. I therefore want to urge you that we need to continue the good work. Edo State people, they say, you know, they carry last. Edo State people are pace setters, and I'm happy that we are setting the pace for Labour Party. Like Olumat is trying to say, Edo State have always produced national chairmen, not just national chairmen that have produced presidents of the country. And I want to say that by the grace of God, with your efforts and with all our efforts, I will produce the next president of the country. So having said this, today is not a day to make long speech, but it is a day for us to enjoy ourselves. It's a day for us to wine, it's a day for us to drink. We will organize another series of programs where we will have the opportunity to speak to our manifesto, to speak on the issues, national issues, and all other issues. Today it is suffice for us to enjoy ourselves. If you need more drinks, simply let them know. If you need more food, let them know. If you need more music, if you want to dance, the floor will soon be open. Thank you and God bless you.